her hjemme så inne I vangmånen gå. Jeg hørte to ravner at holde rå. Den ene sa til den annen vente.
Hi everyone, now I'm gonna do something quite special and I wanted to film that because I think it's the only time I can do it here in Equator. And oh my god, this has flowers. So I'm growing some stuff here, as you can see, it's kind of my little garden. I think I showed you in the video. And this is basil, but now it has flowers and it shouldn't have, because if it has flowers it won't grow leaves, so I have to cut that after. But anyway, that wasn't the first subject. So yeah, I wanted to do something quite special and I'm gonna explain what it is in a minute. Just before, I wanted to talk about what I've just been burning, so it hasn't lasted long, or no, it's still working. Still working a bit. But this is called Palo Santo. I don't know if you are familiar with that, but I actually didn't know this before going to Amazon in Equator. And because I discovered this in a whole new place where I've never been before, its scent has been really special to me, really particular. And now every time I smell Palo Santo, to me it's the smell of the Amazon, like really the smell of an exotic life and a place where I know there will be adventures. And I just love the smell of it for that, because it reminds me of everything that we lived when we were in Amazonia, and it was like totally crazy because we've seen animals we've never seen before. We've seen plants we've never seen before. We've heard birds we've never seen before. So it was like a whole new environment, and all of this was totally another world. It was really a crazy experience, and for that this scent will always remind me of this experience. So that's really something special to me. So that's why I wanted to use it today, to have this smell that I love so much, and it's calming me down at the same time, because it's like every time that I smell it, I feel good, and I know it will be okay. Maybe a bit foolish, but yeah, it's just like that. And also it is kind of linked to what I'm gonna talk about, because I went in Amazonia the last weekend, so it was just a sort of, it's not much reminding, but a sort of cut in my everyday life, and we had some days that we didn't work, so it was like we could finally do something on the weekend, because usually I work on the Saturday mornings and I just can't do anything. And I thought that's the moment to do something, and I thought, okay, maybe a break into the nature will be the perfect thing for me, because I really needed that. It has been so stressful at work that I just needed that, you know, I needed to disconnect, I needed to do something to have a break. So I decided to go there in Amazonia again, not in the same place, but it's near the place I've been the last time. And it's like everything is made so that you can reconnect to nature and reconnect to yourself, and I think that was the perfect thing for me. Like really, that was literally what I wanted to do, and I think I really enjoyed the time there, because it really helped me to breathe, take some time to live again, enjoy things again, and not be rushed by all the work and all the things you have to do. So this is coming from there, so it's totally not pesto, as you can actually see here. I don't know if it's gonna show properly, but anyway, it's definitely not pesto. It's just something that's, well, you can see here I have a tattoo. I don't know if you can see it well actually, so maybe if I go there you'll see something better, I don't know. But this is what they use actually to do the tattoo, so I'm gonna show you in a minute, but it's a particular color. So So here's what I wanted to show you. It's coming from a fruit actually, and as you can see, it's not totally black. It's kind of a bluish color, and you can, whoops, you can also see it on my arm here. So it's like now it's disappearing, but it wasn't completely black. It was kind of a bluish color. So that's the same color you can see here and here as well. And so this color is coming from a fruit, just like I said, and everything is totally natural. And it can last at least a week because it's been a week I've been to this place now. And yeah, it's totally natural. So you break the fruit and then you have something inside the fruit that you need to press, and out of it will come the juice. And then it will come like kind of a coffee color. So it's kind of weird because you don't think it's gonna turn this dark blue color at all. So it's just totally different. And this is really fun because you just wait for it and you see the change of color. So it's really interesting. And because I brought back that with me, I thought I could share it with you today because it's kind of a particular thing. And I wanted to make myself another tattoo, and I want it here, so I'm gonna do something different. And I think I'm gonna use this, which is kind of an herb of I don't know what. But because I didn't find something proper to actually draw on my skin, so I think this might help. Alright, so it's all done. And it's okay. I think I'm quite proud of myself. I just think that I don't know if you can see well, but like it's not the same, how am I gonna say? Like the same height of the moons. It's not exactly equal, but it doesn't matter because, well, it's still a result. So now you can see the color of it. So it's kind of this color, a bit more bluish than the one I've got. And well, it's gonna how do you call that? So yeah, it's actually gonna get darker than that. So now it's still, yeah, it's darker than my previous one. So that's this color, but we'll see in like an hour or two because now I need not to touch it or to put water on it or anything because otherwise it's gonna go. But after 2 hours it will be fixed on my skin and I can actually wash my hands and nothing will happen. So that's okay. But for now I need not to actually touch it. And yeah, I think I'm quite proud of the result because it looks great. And well, I don't know if I'm gonna do more, but for now I think it's already cool, and I'll show you in a few hours how the color changed because it's definitely gonna get darker. And also what is cool with the idea of having a tattoo is that I don't know if I told you guys, but I'm afraid of needles. And I thought about doing a tattoo really because first I was not the kind of tattoo girl, like I wouldn't do lots of tattoos just like that. It has to have a signification or something, a meaning or something. But I thought about it like why not just one or something small that I would have on the shoulder or on the arm, and that would be really small and that would have a meaning. That would be something really important for me, that I would never change my mind about this tattoo. But also, yeah, that's the thing, I'm scared of needles. I just can't bear that. It's really making me nervous and everything, so I don't think I could actually bear it. But what is cool with this kind of tattoo that I have here is that actually there's no needles involved. And also I can try things, which means that if one day I actually decide to have a proper tattoo, I can try stuff of, I don't know, kind of different drawings and see what I actually like. And if some days I want to do a proper one, well, I have tried some things, so I could say what I like and what I don't. So I think that's quite a good idea for that. So it's been 2 hours now, so it's, yeah, I think it's totally dry and I think it's okay now, but I'm gonna be careful with the one in the middle because I think it will take more time to actually be totally dry. But that's it with the rest. I think it's all okay now, and as you can see the color changed a bit. It's a bit darker now than it was before, so that's the one that is now totally, well, it's disappearing. And this is the color of the new one, and it's gonna be darker than that after, so when it's darker, maybe tomorrow, I think I will show you.
Tinggi te era tutti te in profunda sicura sonda onda tinggi te era tutti te in profunda sicura sonda.
Hello everyone, so that's the morning. And you can see now that my tattoo has changed. So it's really like darker, just like I told you, like that's the old one, so you can clearly see the difference now. But something happened yesterday, and you can see here that, well, there was damage done. Actually, I went washing my hands, and well, it had been 3 hours at the moment I washed my hands, and it had been 3 hours I had done the tattoo. But I don't know, but for some reasons the water that went on my tattoo did that, and so I was so disgusted yesterday. And also it left a mark here, so I don't know if you can see it, but there's a bit of blue over the moon. And so it's okay because I'm gonna repair damage today, so I think it will be alright. But at least you can see what it will do. Like, this part is not damaged at all, and I really like it, so I think it's gonna be real nice once that I repair the damage. But that's the new tattoo. Hey everyone, so now I think my tattoo is kind of complete. I've been doing the more of the color to complete what I had damaged, and I think now it's looking great. I don't know what you guys think about it, but I still have to wait a bit. Now it's been 3 hours, so it should be safe, but you're never sure with that, so I'm not gonna put water on it just in case. And I thought I would take this occasion to tell you why I chose to draw this, even though it's gonna disappear in 1 week, but whatever. I still had to choose something, right, to try the tattoo, and I thought I could actually try the moon because, well, first, it's a big symbol that I really love. Like, I love the moon, and if you follow my Instagram account, you can actually see that, well, it's part of my, yeah, it's kind of part of my symbolic lifestyle. I don't know how to call that, but I just love the moon. I love its energy. I love what it symbolizes and all the peace and all the mystery that comes with it. And yeah, I just think it's something I really like, and it's well, it's not like an element like water or fire, but it's something I feel close to. And I've always loved like the night where you can see the moon in the sky, and I would be, you know, just observing the night, thinking there's things that are more bigger than we think, that are mysterious, and we don't know what it is, and it like the whole universe is something really mystery for me. But so that's one part, and the other is, well, it's linked to one of my name for my second account on Instagram, Luaine. So it's not my real name, but I love the idea to change name to something that feel more like me and what I like. So I've been looking for this name in the Irish language, and Luaine means actually the moon, so here you are. And Leisha is more like enlightened, so it would be the enlightened moon, and I like that because I like the idea of contrast, and I also like the idea of we all have like two sides, right? Like one side that would be more enlightened, more like the sun with whole energy and everything. And sometimes we are more down, but it doesn't mean that we're sad or anything. It's just that we're a bit darker than usual, and that would be the moon. So I like this idea of Luaine and Leisha being a total contrast with the two of them. So just in case you didn't know what my name actually means, now you do. So I'm going to the park now, and I'm super excited, guys, because it's been just such a long time where I didn't go into nature, and I have some time today, so I'm gonna enjoy that, and also I'm gonna look for something. I'm gonna tell you about it more when I get into the park. See you there! Wow, guys, I'm here finally, and I don't know if you can see, but the trees here are huge. Like, I don't know if you can see in the background, but it's like, how do you call them again? Eucalyptus, but it's huge trees. And I've been told that in this park before that there were no like such trees, and I don't know what happened, but like a storm or something, and yeah, something happened and there was no more trees, like maybe not at all, but really little trees. And so they had the idea to replant, but with those kind of trees, eucalyptus, if that's called like that in English. So that's what they did, and you can smell it. It smells so good, it's so nice. So right now there's barriers, I just have to. Alright, there's two reasons why I'm here. So the first one is because I've told you in another video that I wanted to try painting made out of real stuff, like mud or rocks of different types of colors. I don't know what I'm gonna find here, because I don't think I'm gonna find like red or orange stones, but even if I find just, you know, some kind of, or just the dust of the ground, like something from the colors, the brown colors of the ground maybe, or brown rocks, just little rocks, because I don't want to have a big rock in my house and I couldn't do anything with that. But that's the idea. So on my way here I'm gonna look for that. And also, and this is the second reason I came here today, sorry, I'm just talking and walking at the same time, maybe it's not a great idea. But anyway, I just want to keep walking because, well, I arrived in the other way around from where I want to go, so I have to walk now the whole way through the park, and because it's super big, I'm gonna walk something like 30 minutes. So the second reason is, I don't know if you remember that post on Instagram that I made. I don't think I talked a lot about that on the videos, but well, 1 year ago now, well, not exactly 1 year ago, but almost, I think it happened the 27, if I remember well, I lost my dog, Haïca, and I was here in Equator, and my parents had to ask the veterinary to, how do you call that, to put her to sleep? Well, technically to kill her, but it's not killing because, well, she was suffering from a disease, and it was not curable, and the only thing to do was to stop the suffering, so to put her to sleep, really. So that's what happened 1 year ago, and because I'm gonna just change my arm because, oh my god, it just hurts so much. I just don't know how to handle it. I hope you can see me well, sorry about that. And yeah, so what happened is that we had no choice but to do that, and since I was here in Equator, I just, I couldn't go back to France because, well, I had to work at the Alliance here in Quito, in Equator. Yeah, it was a bit hard for me also because, well, I was like, I was away and I couldn't see her, and I couldn't go somewhere to bury her or something, and my parents said they would have to ask for the veterinarian to take care of her and to, well, they couldn't bury her, so they had to burn her down to ashes, which is really hard for me to imagine that, but it to me it just sounds terrible, all of this, but really it was really a bad moment. And the thing is, we didn't really imagine that to happen that fast. We thought she would live 3 or 4 years more, so it was really unexpected for us. And also it was really hard because, of course, I was away and I couldn't see her, I couldn't go there to see properly that she was gone and to say goodbye to her one last time, so that was really hard. So anyway, I kept going with my life, I kept working because I had no choice, and maybe that's what helped me getting better, but I still wanted to do something to, have a physical place to go to say goodbye to her. But that's what I did with a friend. We went here in this park, that's where I'm going today, and I did something. I'm assuming today it's totally like damaged with the weather and everything, but I did put some stones to imitate kind of a grave, and I put a candle at that time to light it and to say a few words to her. I put pictures in a plastic so that the rain wouldn't damage it too much, and I wrote something to her on paper as well. And yeah, I'm gonna show you a picture here of what I've done last year. So that's the place where I wanted to say goodbye to her. And then after that, I came back 2 times, I think, only, because I don't have a lot of occasions to go into this park, first, and second because, well, it's something really emotional to do, and even if now I'm feeling really better and I think it's gonna be okay to just go there and say goodbye to her, because then I'm gonna leave Equator, so I feel like I should say goodbye to her now. Even if she's not here, like her memories are everywhere, of course, but it's the place where I decided to talk to her, so it's still symbolic to me. And yeah, and so I think it's the last time I'm coming here, really. And I think I'm feeling better about that than I was, 6 months ago, because I went there one time and I just cracked and I wept, and of course the sadness came back, so it's always a bit hard about that. But I think what's the most important is to keep the memory
of the person, the person. Well, she was a person to me. She was not just an animal. She was a friend, much more. But I think it's really important to keep that in mind. And you know, she made me want to have more dogs because I'm just in love with dogs. And here in Equator, you can find so many. And I'm like, I really want a dog now, but you know, it's not as simple. But I'm glad she had this effect on me because I know now that I could have a dog again. It didn't block me or everything. It just made me realize that I want a dog in my life. But she was so lovely. So anyway, I'm not gonna bother you anymore, much more about that. I'm just gonna go there to say a few words and try to find my rocks on the way. I can't film more, guys, because I don't have lots of batteries, but here it is. That's the place I've been talking about. It's damaged by the weather, but not by people. I think they respected it, so that's a good point. So I'm gonna say a few words and then I'm gonna leave, and I'll see you home. I think that's gonna be the end of this video, so I think it's enough now. And oh, before I forget, I'm just gonna show you what I found. So it's in there, and that's actually what I found in nature. So this one that I didn't film is just kind of rocks, but I thought that would be nice to have this kind of gray color. So you can see there how gray it looks, kind of. So I thought maybe this is a good idea to make kind of gray brownish color. Well, that was the idea, so here it is. And the other is more like sand, so it's just a bit different. It's kind of the same color now I think about it, because I thought it was lighter, but it's not that much. It's just a kind of a different brown. But yeah, the texture is more like sand because you can see it's totally moving. So that's the only two I could actually find in the park. So yeah, that's the only two I could find. I just wish I would have found something more brown, like of a different tone, like kind of a more brown reddish mud, but I knew I wouldn't find that much in the forest. That's okay. I still have those two that I can try to turn into paint, and we'll see how it goes. I just can't wait to see the result and to see how I can use them in a painting, to use the natural elements. And yeah, I think for now that's all. In the meantime, everyone, I'm just gonna stop here. Have a great day wherever you are, and yep, see you soon. Ciao.